Good afternoon, all. I hope that you had a safe and happy 4th of July. Got to spend some time with your family and friends like I did. It was a nice break, and it's the coolest 4th of July probably ever in history in the state of Oklahoma, and I really enjoyed that. So, anyway, back to business. If you haven't gone to your reading for this week, Chapter 4 and Chapter 5, we're going to look at exchange rates and what's going to cause them to fluctuate. It's one of the really interesting things that's been studied for hundreds of years, if not longer. If you look back at historically, whenever we were all on the gold standard, or most of the world was on some kind of gold standard, we had reserve. Gold was the reserve currency for the world. Now the dollar's become that reserve currency, and we do some things to manipulate its value, which causes some problems. But remember, as you go through and read through this, we've had lots of different things and lots of different systems that we've put into place. They all have their own quirks and things, but we have the freest system ever. Really interesting as you're going through your current events is to look at what's going on in China, doing some things to allow their currency to fluctuate, which should level the playing field as regards to competitive advantages and comparative advantages when we look at net imports and exports. So pay some attention to that. Also, whenever you get to Chapter 5, you're going to look at some things that we can do to protect ourselves. If you've had a risk management, you've talked some about the idea of selling risk, the idea of third-party transfer, and the idea of active and passive retention of risk. We have several instruments we can use, but the two most common things we're going to use are contracts and options. So as you go through that, remember we have some things to protect ourselves. Also, I'm going to put a link up sometime, hopefully tomorrow. I had some problems getting the link to work with a Forex trading system. I'm going to do this just for fun. If you're not familiar with Forex, it's a trading platform that will let you trade pretend money, pretend currencies, just for fun to see what happens. All of them are based on margin, so you're doing it with borrowed money. It's really, really volatile. It's a great real-world experience. You can see anyone can open a currency trading account relatively inexpensively. However, to make money at it, you've really got to be on top of things, and generally it's going to take some time. When we look at broad currency movements, it's more like a tide. It takes a while for them to come in and out. Currently we have some waves, not generally tidal waves, unless we have a problem. So anyway, enjoy your reading, I hope. Do some looking at current events and what's going on. This is a very, very timely topic, especially when we look at China. Your homework will be up shortly. Thanks.